All right, we're getting away from the low price cheap picks for this week. Going with Harley Davidson, HOG, for this week's free stock pick from greatstockpicks.com. So let's look at the chart here. HOG, Harley Davidson, made a nice volume pop to the 29 area. I actually liked it the other day when it had this nice little base, this little flag pattern. But then when the market showed some weakness, so did Harley. Well, right back up to those highs. So you still pretty much have a nice base after this pop. Looking to the left on the chart, you have one other high back here from July. So in other words, this has room to break out. So I'll give you some numbers here. This is today's candle. Today's high was 28.70. So that's a potential catalyst, will be 28.71 tomorrow. If it gets to 28.71, secondary catalyst 29.01, and above 29.01 back here in July we had 29.17, so 29.18 is kind of blue skies for this thing. So we have what we like. You've heard us use the term stacked catalysts before. We have that in Harley Davidson HOG. Again, 28.71, 29.01, and 29.18, and we could get a nice breakout. So those three catalysts. So if this, again, when we put these picks out, we're always doing it on the assumption that we're going to get an open somewhere near where it closed. That's important to understand. I can't go over every possible scenario, how it might open. So again, we always say for that reason, we'll follow up with a wrap-up video tomorrow night, Wednesday night, to show you if and how we traded Harley. But in the meantime, here's one catalyst. If it gets over, well, let's just say this. If it let's just assume we closed here at let's see, 28.63. Let's just assume we opened at 28.63, which I realize almost never happens, and trades in a narrow range for a few minutes or so, and then it moves up. I will buy a small lot at 28.71, a break of yesterday's high, and then I might even add if it gets through 29. Might even add again if it gets through 29.17. So that's just a possible scenario. Now keep in mind, HOG could open at 27.80, in which case this first catalyst of 28.71 will mean nothing, because it will have already made a 40. Well, hold on. Yeah, if it opens at 26.80, it'll have almost moved $1 by the time it hits a trigger price, so that'll be a no trade. And again, I'm not going to try to cover all the possible scenarios, but that's one example. If it gaps down or gaps up significantly, we may still trade it, but we'll trade it differently, and that's why we ask that you watch the wrap-up video tomorrow night, kind of an after-the-fact teaching tool to see how we traded it. And if you look over our videos on YouTube, I think you can get kind of an idea of the low-risk setups that we look for. So we got to be selective and you got to be patient. But okay, with that in mind, we're going to go with our free pick. We have, let me see here, 1, 2, 3. We have 4 other picks on watch for our chat room tomorrow, for our live trading chat room. And we'll add some when we see pre-market gappers as well. And we'll add some as the market opens and new setups that we teach become available on stocks that we aren't even aware of yet. So that's how we pretty much do it. But we try to start each day with a list of potential plays, and HOG daily chart looks pretty good here. So all right, I'm going to wrap it up, and we'll follow up tomorrow night with a wrap-up video. Have a good night. Talk to you later.